Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Atlanta Braves. Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Ziggy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. He's really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And going for Atlanta, Chris Sale. Chris, how about a scouting report?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Just about ready to roll. Jimmy Rollins digs in now. Out towards right center field. It gets down a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Stepping in for Boston, Hank Aaron. 2 hits and 5 at-bats yesterday. Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. In the dirt. Here's a 3-0. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting third, left fielder, Ted Williams.
Ted Williams, the next to hit, blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. Close ball, called a ball, and it's 1-0. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Right here, couple runners on, 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Strike 2.
That full door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's one down. let's take a look at the lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Dustin Pedroia.
And Boog, he's a guy who loves coming up with the chance to drive in his teammates. It's like he finds another level of focus, batting over 300 with runners in scoring position this season. And you know what? Because of that, I wonder if the guys in front of him will see some better pitches to hit, because you don't want to put any free base runners on with him looming in the on-deck circle.
Manny Ramirez in the box now. Takes strike one. And that one clips the corner.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but somehow climb back into this at-bat through the count.
Rollins over at second. Hank at first. One gone. In the air, right field. And there's two away.
First baseman, David Ortiz.
So stepping in for Boston, David Ortiz. In the dirt, blocked. Down to second, but he dances back in safely. Two aboard, 2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
That's ball 2.
Two on, 2 outs.
Ball
Just
3.
missed. And they're all loaded up.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Willie Mays digging in now. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Two outs, bases are full. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Wade Boggs in the box now. Takes strike one. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
So when we step in the place, just move, yeah, move.
for the Boston Red Sox in this one, Pedro Martinez. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Leading off, David Justice.
Too high. Ball.
The 1-0. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. The 1-1 is fouled off. One-two now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Matt Olson.
Well, Blue, just an on-base machine. Last month he was on almost half the time, an OBP over 450. Just a really tough out. I mean, this guy's a catalyst for this offense right now.
And next for Atlanta, Eddie Matthews.
Ball, that's out.
Red Sox already leading.
Hey.
Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy.
Ball, that's outside.
The 2-1. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. Here's a 2-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer. Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 2.
I think he wanted that call in the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed, so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout inning over. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Braves nothing. All set for the start of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Jason Varitek. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. And a foul ball.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
Nope. Ball 1.
Check swing, and he went. Going to count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Nope. That's inside.
That's off the mark. Full count now. Olsen steps on the bag and quickly one away in the second.
Baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Dustin Pedroia up next for the Red Sox. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively.
Ball down.
Left field. Justice hustling after it. Grabs it on the run. And there are 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left. Well, Boog, the biggest storyline coming in is just how hot he's been at the plate. Today's no different. Already producing. He's a true X factor.
He makes the grab, and that is that. Nothing doing for Boston. They lead it 1-0. Bottom of the second. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Andrew Jones. Martinez making his 10th start at year. And of course has a Cy Young to his credit. The 1-0. That one found hard the other way. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Here is Austin Riley. And that misses. Ball 1. Eric Summerskill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all. I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Good job to fight that one off. 2-2 now. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Matt Olson up to the plate. That's in for a strike. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Top half of the 3rd inning. So stepping in for Boston, Hank Aaron.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Ball inside.
On the ground to 3rd. Slinging it to 1st in time. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So digging in, Ted Williams. He's 0 for 1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
That one the other way. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Ramirez will hit next.
Nope, outside.
Williams over at first with 1 away. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A 2-run homer, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those 2 things feed off one another. Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt, but unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
One down. Stepping in the long ball threat, David Ortiz. Hey! Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
The 0-2. swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's the second out.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Mays at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the series.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Straight box now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Up the middle, the flip, nicely done for the out. That's right. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Joe Torre.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And now, Michael Harris II.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
A little bit low. Ball. Torre on at first, nobody out. That one lifted to left. Williams on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
1 out, man at first. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. Swings through that one.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch. No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 1-1.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Man at first, 1 away. Jack swing, and he went. And it's 2-2. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Rollins for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Braves nothing. As we go to the top of the 4th, Joe stepping in for Boston, Jason Varitek. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
And there's a ball.
Ball 2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Pedroia, batting with 1 down, takes the strike.
Inside, ball 1. That's ball 2.
And now 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Outside with a breaking ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Out to short, Jones. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Red Sox, shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. This one in the air right field. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Around first, digging for 2. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And that's the 3rd out.
Batter tried to stretch that one into a double, but he wasn't about to let that happen. Nice job to get to the ball and fire that one into second, just in time to get the out and end the inning.
Bottom of the 4th, now the leadoff spot for the Braves, David Justice.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
This one in the air center field. Pedroia under this one. 1 away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Third baseman, Eddie Matthews.
Eddie Matthews next up for the Braves. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Ball 1.
The Red Sox leading by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Ball. That's inside.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings through him for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Jones in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two down, nobody on. Sliced hard but foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Braves. They trail it here 3-0. New inning getting started. So stepping in for Boston, Hank Aaron.
That's outside.
Bullpen action out there for the Braves. Joey Wentz, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Kinley getting loose as well. He swings and fouls one off. One now. The other way and foul ball. The 1-2. Now one miss.
Inside.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Three-two now. Started after it. Appeal to first. No swing. That's ball 4. He walked it.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. That does it for Chris Sale as the lefty makes way. And it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Joey Wentz taking over on the mound.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season. And that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
First, Ted Williams up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 2. Swang and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Manny Ramirez and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Fastball for a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's one down.
Up next for the Red Sox, first baseman David Ortiz.
So up next, David Ortiz. A strikeout and a walk. Ground ball right side. Albies slings to first in time.
Deceptive slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Willie Mays up to hit. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. The Bo Sox trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the 5th. In the air out to center. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. So they strand a pair. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Braves nothing. You're watching Atlanta Braves baseball on the Show South. Bottom of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Andrew Jones.
You know, these Braves, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
The 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
The outfield playing into pull. With the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. The 2-1. Swing and a foul out of play. 2-2 now. And that's down and away.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
This one smoked on its way out of here. His 7th home run of the season, and they cut it to the deficit. It's 3-1.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to follow that type of approach.
That one drilled left field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, dude. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here's Matt Olson. His first at-bat was a strikeout.
That's the ball.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
No outs. Runner on second. Gets a piece and stays alive.
He's a fun guy to watch taking it back. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Way inside, gets out of the way. And it's second. And ball 4 to a board.
Well, he took his chance at getting in the chase right there, but with first base open, walked out of bat then. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. Fly to left his first time. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. He usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's 2. And that's ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And it's fouled off.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a really good take.
With possible tying and go-ahead runs on base, nobody out. Struck him out looking. And that is a big first out.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished. Right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. He's over 1. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so changeup had stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
2 on, 1 out. And this is inside. Swing and a pop-up. 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, left fielder David Justice.
2 aboard, 2 outs. And now David Justice. There's the strike. Justice thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. 2 on, 2 outs. And that's in there at the knees.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the...
1-2. Into center. Mays on his horse. Brings it in for the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now back here in a close one. And a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Righty reliever out of the pen, Tyler Kinley.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
hit. And that skips into there. The 1-0. That one fouled off. Ball to strike. The pitch. Ripped to right. And a quick out number 1.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool. See it right here.
And the 1-0. Foul ball there. The 1-1. And it's fouled away.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
In the air, out towards left center. And there's 2 away. So stepping in for Boston, Dustin Pedroia.
Oh, 1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Hey!
The 1-1. Foul ball.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
2 down, nobody on. He caught it behind his back. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Bottom of the 6th inning. So to the plate for Atlanta, Eddie Matthews. And that hits the inside corner for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Red Sox. Raleigh Fingers, the right-handed sinker baller, who looks to be readying himself. Chapman getting cranked up as well. And he'll challenge that called strike. Barely a hair out of his zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. There's a 1-1. And a strike in there. Now he's challenging the called strike. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they still got both their challenges. The 2-1. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Swings and misses, struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Here's a big power threat. Chipper Jones. High fly ball, right field. Hank gets under it. Out, number 2.
Up next for the Braves, Center fielder, Andrew.
Now here is Andrew Jones.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Swinging a foul straight back. The Red Sox leading by a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Braves 2. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Aaron Bummer.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Back to the top of the order now. Jimmy Rollins now at the plate.
He's been an absolute hitting machine, Booth. The hype is real. Major contributor for this team. It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Right side, hard hit. Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder, Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron up next for the Red Sox. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Fought off foul. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder, Ted Williams.
And here is Ted Williams. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
And that's in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Pitch misses there, and it's 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is that. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox, but they're up 3-2. Welcome back. Taking a look at our Some. Fastball for a strike.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
That catches the outside corner, and the count is 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And the batter now, Matt Olson. Effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Aroldis Chapman on the pitch out of the pen here.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Fouled off. He was late. The Bo Sox holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That one way inside. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss at 100. Struck him out.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Torrey, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Fouled off down the right side. Chapman, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. Strike 2. Swing and a ball popped up. That is the inning. Braves go down quickly here. They trail it 3-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Robert Suarez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is. relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Ball. Suarez in his 5th season, 35 years old, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Carrying well. Out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 4-2.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. Well, Boog, when you've got power like he does, hitting 2 home runs in the same game feels very doable. Dialed in and making the most of every swing out there.
Ortiz, the next to hit.
Ball, that's out.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one outside.
That's the ball.
Ball 3.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And that one fouled off. Late on that fastball. Payoff pitch. And that's ball 4.
Take the base.
Up next for the Red Sox, center fielder.
So, man aboard, Willie Mays. Up next for the Red Sox. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Substitution being made at first. Pitch right for Boston, Sean Figgins. Getting some more speed on the bases. And that's 3 there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
Outside.
Throw to second and great jump. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
Well, the pressure was on, and he knew he had to have a quick release behind the plate if he was going to have any chance of catching him at second. He's got great speed, and in this case, it resulted in moving up 2 bases. That's what happens when you aren't able to get your feet under you and square up to second.
There's a strike.
That's out.
That one off the mark. Bam. 3 and 2 down. Runner at third here. Nobody out. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Stays alive. Payoff pitch. And he grounds one to the right side. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball move deep.
Now the third baseman, Wade Boggs. Check swing called strike. And that's strike 1. Mays gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And that is out of play. Here's the 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Boggs wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem. In more recent years, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs,
at the ball.
they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
Ground ball left side, could be two. To second, there's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Ready for the bottom. Now it's the right fielder, Michael Harris II. And there's a foul ball.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. That's inside.
Ball one.
I think he was trying to miss by that much in a 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Gets him to chase after that one. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Kind of muffed that strikeout pitch right there. I'm not sure if he got crossed up or tied up, but either way, good composure to recover and finish the out at first. That's a play you could easily panic on and throw into right field.
Albies into box again. Takes the strike. The Braves trailing by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball inside.
That one found hard the other way. There's a swing and a drive. That one carried. Gone! Ozzie Albies goes yard. His second of the year, and they cut it to the lead. It's 5-3. Here comes the crowd. They're feeling it right now.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame.
David Justice will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball.
That misses the zone. And that's ball 2.
If you're the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
That misses the zone. And that's ball 3. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Payoff pitch.
Foul ball.
Foul ball. Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Aroldis Chapman will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
So the
Boston,
Red Sox bring on a new
number
pitcher,
38,
Raleigh Fingers.
Raleigh Fingers.
He's into the game with the bases empty. And the batter now, Eddie Matthews.
Yep, that ball went out. That's
Last
a ball.
couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count now even up.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That's too low.
Ball 3.
For a count now. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a payoff pitch. There's a line drive to left field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Albies with the key hit for Atlanta. It's now 5-3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Ronaldo Lopez.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
That one ripped, but foul. The 0-1. Outside corner, there's a strike. Lopez, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. In the air, foul off first, and there's one down. Back to the top of the order. Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
He's been locked in lately.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Ozzie Smith. Looking to start something with one gone.
Nope.
One finds the zone, and the count even at 1. Base hit, center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
The 1-0. There goes Ozzie. Ball outside. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. 1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the 9th. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Sliced hard, but foul. Man at second. This one in the air, center field. And there are 2 outs. Joe stepping in from Boston, Ted Williams. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Man on second, 2 down. This one in the air, right field. Harris after it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. All set for the bottom of the 9th. For the Braves, Chipper Jones, Jaron Duran. He's out in left field getting loose there as he enters. Game on defense then.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Ground ball,
no,
left side.
Ball.
And that's just foul. Back to the mound, he's got it. Tosses to first. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th. Here's the center fielder, Andrew Jones. He's already homered here in this one. Infield playing him to pull. Second baseman just to the right of the bat. First offering, and it just misses. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. That one hammered, but pulled foul. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. The 0-2. The Red Sox trying to close out a 2-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Braves down to their final out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment to get back on track. His team needs him.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Raleigh Fingers out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they turn to their closer, Dennis Eckersley.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball. We see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Riley
That's a ball.
at the plate now. That's ball one. Red Sox leading it by 2 here in the last half of inning number 9.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
They're down to their final strike. On the ground to first, Boggs. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, I said the windows tinted.